left to go but up.
What's going on YouTube? Dannydecks here. We're back with more Legends of Runeterra content. Before we get into today's deck, I just want to say I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Basically, not really enjoying the game in its current state. I don't really know exactly what it is. It's not a bad game by any means. I mean, it's still a great game and I love it. Am I burnt out? I don't think so. I mean, says everybody who's burnt out. I don't think it's burnout, honestly. I just think that the game is it's come a long way from what I originally grew to love, and where it is now. And the current meta is just not for me. That's it. I love building decks. That's truly what I like to do in card games. I like to build my own creative decks and have fun. It just feels like I really can't do that at the moment. So because of that, it's not fun, and I'm not enjoying myself. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I might release another video from now until the patch hits. But when the patch does hit, it's going to be, you know, spark of life and freshness. And I'll be brewing and probably releasing a video, honestly, like every day or maybe every 2 days. Yeah, so I'm just hoping that the meta changes. I don't really know, like I said, exactly what's causing me to not enjoy it the way that I once did. Could be, I almost want to say RNG. It's feeling Hearthstone-y, but that could just be a scapegoat. And it's not Bandle. Like, when I say that, I'm not talking about just Bandle City. Bandle City is obnoxious and annoying and all that, and they can draw 0 cards and have endless supply of cards anyways. Yeah, sure, that's, you know, it's pretty cheesy and broken, but I think it's the whole lack of removal. Like, the way the removal is handled in this game. Originally, I really liked it, but as they start power creeping units and units become so much stronger, having bad removal in the game just kind of makes it not feel good and makes it pretty RNG fest. So what I mean by that is, in a lot of other card games, so I'll just use Magic as an example, because Magic is a game that I've played for, you know, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years now, maybe. I don't even know how long. For forever. I've been playing Magic for a very long time. And in Magic, the way that, like, you know, it's still a card game. There's still RNG. You're drawing cards. But they have efficient removal, which allows you to express yourself in the gameplay. And there's so many different ways you can do that. And that makes it so that, yes, it's always going to have RNG of my draw versus your draw. Do I have lands and all that shit? But there will, you know, you'll feel like you can come back and you can play because they have actual options, whereas Legends of Runeterra doesn't really have that. You know, the best board wipe you got is Avalanche. I mean, technically Ruination, but sure, 9 mana. The games are ending on turn 5 most of the time anyways, so you don't even get there. Yeah, so it feels like they've power crept units and go wide have gotten very prevalent and very powerful, while the removal or the way to deal with that has not. It's stagnated, it's stayed the same, and you just, you know, and it just leads to a pretty boring gameplay, and it turns into, you know, I play turn 1, 2, 3. Oh, you have a 3, I don't have a 3, I lose. That's it. Like, that's what it turns into. And it just feels bad. Not having fun. Now, the irony in all of this is today's deck. So, today, we are actually playing, where did I put it? Mono Demacia Elites. So, it's kind of hypocritical, but this isn't really power creep, okay? Hear me out. In Magic, I actually liked the Merfolk. I liked tribal decks. Tribal decks are always fun to me. And I would like the Yordle deck if the Yordles weren't so goddamn busted. But yeah, we're playing Elites today. This is just an archetype I have fun playing. I know it's not going to be the most skill intensive and, you know, all that shit. But it's fun. I like it. There's something about tribal that I really enjoy. So we're going to be playing Elites today. And I opted to go Mono Demacia, so funny story how this actually started out. This started out as I was trying to make a Shen deck. So I'm playing Shen, and no matter what I do, I'm just like, this is brutal. So when you're playing Shen, you almost have to pair him with Demacia. Now, it's not like you have to, but you kind of have to. And that's part of the thing about this game, where it's like, you're so limited in deck building, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm playing Shen, and I'm trying all kinds of different stuff, and it's like, I need to be able to wipe the board. I have no way to stop stuff. I'm playing challengers, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Yeah, Shen just didn't work, and there was no good way for me to play Shen that was reliable, and I ended up somehow getting to elites, and this originally had Shen in it, but I just found Shen just didn't work. I don't know, he wasn't fitting. So there's no problem with Shen. Shen's a cool card, and he's good, but I just thought this was more fun. And I never made an elite deck. I never really played with them. Now, in terms of the competitiveness of this deck, I'm going to say not very competitive. It's not that bad, though. It's so weird. The deck has major flaws, and I would say the biggest flaw this deck has is its weakness to darkness, and its kind of lack of interaction. Now, most of the unit decks going around basically have no interaction anyways, so it's like you're on equal playing grounds, considering their interaction is pretty, non-existent as well. But nonetheless, we'll go over the cards. The idea here is we're trying to develop a wide board of elites and make it big, and then just beat our opponent up with, a board of elites. We're only running 1/1 and that is Cytherea, Lady of the Cloud. Oh, no, actually, never mind. Just Cytherea of Cloudfield. I don't think she becomes a lady yet. So, just playing the 1-drop Cytherea. There are other options you can run for the 1-drop slot. You could run Fleet Feather Tracker, even Penitent Squire. Seems like it would be a good addition into this deck because it has the Tattered Banner if you have an elite, which you're most likely going to. I tested these, and this just came out to be the best. Now, there is something important to say. I am playing for the Fallen, which, when you summon an elite, it reduces its cost by 1, and then for each ally that died that round, you get to summon a 3/3 elite dude. For this reason, I am running as few elite or non-elites as possible, and that's part of the reason why the other cards, like these two, didn't work out so hot for me. Now, you can change it and brew the deck however you like. I mean, there are actually quite a few ways you could go about this, which is nice, but this is what I found was working for me. This is what I enjoyed, so this is what I'm running. Alright, this is our only 1-drop, Cytherea of the Cloudfield. Playing Battlesmith, obviously. When you summon an elite, it gives it +1/+1, or it grants it +1/+1. Dope. Bright Steel Protector, pretty much a natural fit in Demacia. This is going to help you protect on offense or defense, just solid. Durand Sculptor, and keep in mind, this is not an elite. None of these 2-drops are elites, so they're just basically utility units, and they feel pretty important. Durand Sculptor, kind of like the Battlesmith, except it's just 1 health instead, but it does give it to all units. I feel like this and Battlesmith combined, it's kind of like you set up this, like your early game is basically just establishing your army, you're slowly building it up, and you're putting these units that buff your other units, so eventually you're just going to get massive value and have big stuff, and it's fun. 3 Sharpsight, best combat trick. Single combat, we need to have some way to interact with stuff, so we're just running 3 copies of single combat. Vanguard Defender, this is a 2/2 tough 2-drop, but he is an elite, so although this card isn't actually, the best, he's really not even that bad. I mean, technically, he's a 2/3, right, if you think about tough as an additional point of health, although tough does work different than that, depending on the attack, but whatever. Baseline, he's not that bad. He's essentially a 2/3. He's technically better than a 2/3 because tough is better than an additional point of health. When you add him with the Battlesmith or even the Durand Sculptor, and he's an elite, he fits pretty darn good, and he's actually a pretty good card. Vanguard Redeemer. This is an elite. When something dies, you get to draw another card. This is essentially just card draw and on an elite body. Vanguard Sergeant. This card being elite is actually awesome. This card is really, really good. So, no surprise to anybody. This is a very solid card for, any Demacia deck, and it generates you the 4 Demacia, which is great. So, obviously, we're going to be running it, especially since he's an elite. Main reason we're playing Mono Demacia is for Vanguard Bannerman. Not to mention all the elites are in Demacia anyways, but basically, if we hit Allegiance, which means the top card of our deck is a Demacia card, we are going to get +1/+1 on our whole board. So the game plan basically is, as I said, you want to develop your stuff like your Battlesmith and your Sculptor, and hopefully, you know, some of your 2-drops, maybe a Sergeant, etc. Drop a Bannerman, and then all of a sudden your shit gets bigger, and you're just winning on board, and you slowly grind out your opponents like that. Garen is our champion of choice. He is an elite, and Garen actually works pretty good in this deck. Now, Garen isn't the most, he's not the most amazing champion, and he's not all that crazy, but in this deck, he fits perfectly, so. Between the single combats or just being an elite, Garen can often get, bigger than his normal 5/5, and he's very threatening. When Garen levels up, he rallies at the start of every turn, which is only really relevant on your opponent's turn, so this might as well just say opponent's turn. But yeah, so Garen's going to rally for you. We're not running any actual rally. We could, I just didn't know where to fit it. It just felt weird. I couldn't find a spot for it, and that's why I'm not running rally. But yeah, basically, Garen levels up pretty easily. He's pretty threatening, and because he's getting buffs for being an elite, and he synergizes with the whole elite package, he fits here pretty well. And the regeneration is nice. As I said, there's not a whole lot of removal, like good removal, currently going on, which means it's pretty tough for your opponents to remove like a 6/7 Garen or 6/6 Garen, whatever your Garen comes down as. If he comes down buffed, it's going to be tough for them to deal with him with the regeneration, so pretty easy to level. Jarvan, I don't know, maybe the best elite? I'm not sure, that's hard to say. Actually, you know what, realistically, the best elite's probably Vanguard Sergeant. I digress. Jarvan is an elite, he fits well, and with the whole way that we're playing, also keep in mind, when Jarvan gets pulled into play via his effect, he will still get the buff from Sculptor and Battlesmith, so that works perfectly here. Essentially, the plan is, try to play on curve as much as possible. You're not always going to hit your turn 1 Sivir because we're only running 1/1-drop, but ideally you're going to be playing like a 2/3/4, and even on 4 you might be playing, 2/3 and then 2 mana cards, and then a Garen, and then a open attack, which pulls out the Jarvan, and all of a sudden you got this big board, and it's just good stuff. So Jarvan fits perfectly here. He levels up pretty easily because our units are pretty resilient. Leveled up Jarvan is going to be extremely threatening by generating us a Cataclysm every single turn. So fits perfect. We are running 1 copy of Big Daddy Jarvan. Super surprised. I actually kind of want to run a second copy. I just don't know where to put it. This card is really doing the work. This is like the Jarvan boat, I guess you could call it. But yeah, the thing is, if you have Jarvan in play already, he gives your units Challenger and Scout. That is so strong with the type of deck that we're running that this card is ridiculous. His stats aren't super impressive at 3/6, but he is tough. So 6 health tough is quite beefy and hard to deal with. He will get you the Jarvan, or he will just give you Challenger Scout. He fits pretty good, and he's actually been doing pretty well for me, so I've been happy with this card. Last but not least, For the Fallen, which I mentioned earlier. So essentially this card you want to have as early as possible. Most of our deck is elites. We will get this reduced to, very little. And the idea is you build up your board, as I said, and if you're in a position where you want to trade in, you can trade in your whole board, play For the Fallen, and refill your board instantly with 1 card. So this is basically a For the Fallen deck, which, happens to make it an elite deck. A lot of fun, and this card does put in the work, so that's it. In terms of matchups, I don't know, it's kind of tough to say what's good, what's bad. The deck's a unit deck. It's very RNG dependent. Darkness is a bad matchup for us because they will always have Catalyzer on 2, and we have no good way to deal with Catalyzer, which means that they're going to get their Darkness big. So Catalyzer on 2 into Vigor on 4, probably game over for us because their Darkness will hit like 4 damage, which basically kills everything we have. So that's a big weakness. Other than that, not really too bad. It's OTK decks. OTK decks we have a hard time dealing with because single combats are only real removal. Unit-based decks we do very well against. We're a better unit-based deck. So at that point, it just comes down to the draw. And, as simple as that. Basically, did we draw a curve properly, and did we curve out nicely and have a full board into a Bannerman, Garen, Jarvan? If yes, absolutely stomp everybody. If no, might be a harder game. And that's it. We're playing a heavy unit-based deck. It's a lot of fun. I love tribal, so, you know. Anyways, be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. If there's anything you want to see me play, give me, like, a good recommendation, and I might just make your deck for, like, you know, one last hoorah before the patch hits. So, feel free to comment below. With that out of the way, let's get into the games. Oh, okay, this is something new, something different. At least something I haven't seen yet. That's good, that's good. I like to see this sort of stuff. So, I don't know if I want to keep all of these and just go for, like, super buffs. I don't know what he's up to. You know, why not? Who cares? We're just having fun. So, we'll go for it. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be a while until I can do anything. Oh no, he's aggressive. I guess I should have just known that he was an aggro deck by playing Jinx, but...
Anything else?
Yeah. Alright, the question here is... Oh, that's an elite. That's a tough call. I think I go Durand into Durand, and then I'll play the Battlesmith and the Defender. Sure. I'm going to take 5 damage, at least right now. Which sucks. But I want to set up for a big turn. Oh gosh. Oh my. Wow. Oh, okay, so this deck is not a new deck. This is just the same shit as every other deck. I can't believe how fooled I was. I actually thought this was going to be interesting, but it's not. It's the same shit. Oh, maybe it's a little bit different. He gets to invoke with his one drop.
Pretty sparkle fly.
Oh, cool. That's a pretty interesting way that he goes about doing it. I will say that.
All right, let's get to work.
Okay, so I'm going to take, what is this, 5, 6, 7 damage here. Go to 11. That's not the end of the world. Like, you have to pull with both, dude. Like, there's no way you don't just pull both.
Paint your feelings.
Why would he not pull with both?
Stay still.
Sure. I mean, I don't care. If he wants to Mystic Shot this or something, go right ahead. Nope, no Mystic Shot. Wonderful. Alright, I'm good with that. I took significantly less damage than I wanted to. Or than I thought I was going to.
Whoopsie is another spark.
Oh, he's dropping these. He must have a Jinx, right? Like, but I'll think I'm gonna be okay. I think I'll stabilize pretty good here. Protector into Garen should be good. And that'll put this at 6, which means I can follow up the Garen turn. Sure. Fine.
To the field.
So he must have Jinx, right? Like, it's gotta be a Jinx. This is fair enough. I can attack with this. Like, there's no way he stops this. Yeah. Alright. We're looking okay. If he develops, I can play the Garen. I don't even know if I want to now. Maybe I'd rather play Defender. That puts me at 8. I don't really care. Do I care? I mean,
I'm a smith, not a soldier.
take 4. That's fine. We'll take 4 here. Do I play Garen or do I play Defender? I think I play Garen.
For king and country.
Alright, cool. So, this Vanguard Defender is going to be pretty big. I think I'm actually okay here. Annoying, but alright. I mean, I'll kill that with single combat, so it doesn't matter. We'll slap this guy down, get him buffed up.
Steady, soldiers.
Alright,
We
cool.
do what is right.
Can attack with the Garen. Let's see what he does. So the whole suit up on this guy is kind of like desperation. He's in desperate mode. And this is how he wants to win the game. He thinks he's going to win via Daring Poro. So we're just going to make sure that we single combat that when he goes for whatever he goes for. And we should win off that. I could have single combated it last turn if I wanted to level Garen to attack this turn. But I don't think that's a big deal. Okay. That was a very strange discard by my opponent. I don't know what that was all about. Crescent Strike is just so much better. And we'll just go this route. So if he had Get Excited, he made the mistake of not casting it on the stack. Although I know it wouldn't have mattered because I would just cast a second single combat, but he doesn't know that. So he doesn't have it. Alright, so now we're in pretty good position.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
So I am going to attack with the Durand Sculptor and everything else. Especially with drawing that Redeemer. I'm just going to hold the Battlesmith back and let him buff my stuff. I think the HP buff at this point is not relevant. All of his units are like just basically little tiny weenie things.
Oh, you're interesting.
The sad reality of this game is this deck would be 10 times better if he had Yordle In Arms in it, which just means like this is basically unplayable because he's just not as good as Yordle In Arms. Which is kind of silly that the game's like that now, but whatever. Alright, Vanguard Redeemer, let's go. This guy is getting quite a lot of draw with these doggos. This doggo's really putting in the work for him. I mean, I'm not really afraid of anything he's going to do, so I think it is safe to Battlesmith again. And if I ever feel threatened, I can just single combat. So I'm pretty sure this is in the bag at this point. Like, he doesn't have much going on. And if somehow he magically kills my whole board, I'll just kill his. Oh. Okay, 7. That's weird.
Break their ranks!
Do I want to lose 2 Smiths, though? I could just pass. My Jarvan's leveled, though. I need to save that. It's a tough call. Because I want Jarvan to go onto the board, but I don't know if he's going to attack. So we'll just swing with everything. Wait, no, what am I doing? I'll keep the Smith, that's alive, that's healthier. Maybe not. Let's attack with everything, fuck it. Let's attack with everything. Force him to trade his whole board down. So I'm assuming he probably has 2 Get Exciteds in his hand. Like, he's got to, right? But he's already played 1, so that means he drew all 3 copies if he's running 3, which I'd imagine he is. Nope, it wasn't. Okay, that was a very weird Mystic Shot then. Why would he Mystic Shot my face? Desperation, I guess? I don't know. You've pretty much already lost the game when that's the kind of play you're making.
Beaten down.
We're going to do this right away and just hope that the card in his hand is slow speed. Looks like it's slow speed. See you later, Jinx. Alright. And then we just slap J4 down.
Soldiers of Demacia, stand with me! Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
And we'll just play for the Fallen to get an additional unit on the board. Alright, I'm pretty sure that he loses. Like, I don't see how he comes back from this.
To the flag!
Probably do this first. I think this is the best. No, it's not. Because I can save this in case he top deck a Jinx. So we'll just full swing. I don't think I have lethal anyways. I mean, I guess I could count. 9. Yeah, I do have lethal. What am I talking about? Yeah, I got lethal. He's dead. Okay. I should have counted, but I just wasn't. I mean, he could potentially have a Get Excited off the top. Why? Oh, because he can block with it. Okay. Sure. couldn't even block with it anyways. And that's pretty wishful thinking, right? Because he needs 2 cards if he draws. Like, if he's playing to draw the next Get Excited, it doesn't even do anything because he has to draw another card after that to discard. So, it's kind of bad play. Okay, Yordle In Arms. Pretty standard deck to be running into. No surprise, no surprise. I actually don't mind Garen in this matchup. I'll keep him. Maybe I should have kept the second Sculptor for turn 4. But I'm just kind of hoping that I get some better stuff. Yeah, that's not bad.
I sculpt what others only dream of.
Alright, deal Poon Baboon. Sounds good. Hopefully no Lulu plus the actual card. That would suck. But I can play the Sergeant. Like, if he has, okay, I'm down to take the hit. That's fine.
Discipline and steel.
Cool. Pokestick seems weird, but I guess his hand is dead. Like, you have 20 cards in your hand. How could your hand be dead? You probably have, like, your highest card costs, like, nothing. But whatever, you know, it's fine. Alright, we'll go second Sculptor, and let's get some beef, right? We want to beef up our board here. That's annoying. Very annoying.
I've got your back.
Very, very annoying.
We march.
But that's okay. So, Garen's going to come down as a 5/7, which should be pretty useful. Oh god, no. Oh well, okay.
Justice for Demacia.
So the question here is, does he have Get Excited? If he attacks, he has Get Excited.
Welcome to the team.
Oh. Okay, that's bad. That was very scuffed, because now he can't attack, but I'm happy with that. Oh, I guess, yeah, he could just pull this. Sure. No big deal. No big deal. Question is, do I play for Demacia and just go? I don't think I do. I actually think I want a Bannerman here. But I'll play Cytherea and then Bannerman.
Welcome. Good
And
luck out there.
this will give me a pretty good single combat follow-up. Oh god. Alright.
Raise the banner.
That
Lift our
tasted
spirits.
purple.
We stand strong.
Alright. So, I'm gonna attack with these guys.
Demacia!
Alright, let's see what opponent does. I mean, I don't see what he's gonna possibly do.
Mind your own mischief.
Narwhallop? Yeah, love to see that. Because then I just kill Lulu. Do I ever just kill Lulu? I probably just buff this, honestly. This is probably better. Like, my board's looking pretty strong. And if I play for Demacia this turn, he's gonna not be able to do much. I might not even play it, we'll see. I mean, alternatively, I could single combat, but I don't think I want to. I think I'm down to pass first. See what he does. There's the Yordle In Arms. So I'll do this.
Quest failed.
And then we will protect our Garen.
You're covered.
Which means he's only going to be able to attack him with Flame Chompers. If he attacks him with anything other than Flame Chompers, he levels my Garen. So that's all he's got. He's got Flame Chompers. That's it. Okay, cool. And this is going to let me play my for Demacia. Maybe I should have played Battlesmith first. I kind of want to keep a board spot for Jarvan, though, just in case. Alright, and now we do our version. See ya! Jeez, get wrecked, fool. The OG Yordle In Arms, right there. Okay, Taliyah Ziggz. This is a pretty aggressive deck. Another one of these decks that relies heavily on RNG to finish the game. The, set stupid card, Arsenal. So we'll have to see. I actually like having For the Fallen in my opening hand. Obviously, that's ideal. You want it to cost as little as possible. Cool.
I'm actually here.
So I do think I play Protector.
My shield is yours.
Hopefully he doesn't have the 3-1. Okay, I'm fine with this. Do I want to trade? I don't think I do. I think I just attack with this. I'm happy with this. Our goal, since we're not really playing many spells, is to just get the board developed as wide as possible. So we'll play this guy. He could have Pokey Stick that stops this. But you know what? That's okay.
Discipline and steel.
Like, if he wants to Pokey Stick or play the other card, the Sharp Sight. I don't think he runs Sharp Sight. He might. He could also run the Kill Your Own Landmark stuff. Okay, sure. That's kind of scuffed, but alright. I'm down to trade here. Am I down to trade? I don't think I'm down to trade quite yet. I want to get a big ass for the Fallen, so we'll take the damage. Okay, I'm gonna attack in with this guy. I got the Sharp Sight back up. Sure, looks good to me. And then I want to play the Sculptor out. So there's a Ziggz. So hopefully he doesn't have the kill a thingy, do a thingy. What's it called? Kill a landmark, deal 4, because I can't protect for 4. But I can. Ooh, Bannerman is juicy. I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna want to play my For the Fallen here.
You know, second place is fine too.
No one likes a bad winner, Sammy.
That's
No
fine.
one.
Soldiers, to me.
Huge. Very nice Bannerman drop. Question is, can he destroy a landmark? That would be annoying. This is what's gonna get stunned if he can, so. His Ziggz isn't close to level. I don't think he has a very good attack, quite honestly. Alright, I think I'm okay with that.
Defend our
Do I risk this? Because if he has... No, because it goes to 5, so we'll do it with this guy. Because this guy goes to 6. This is better. So if he had the Absolver, he would be able to Absolver out of range of by Bannerman. So I'm going to do it with this guy, just to be safe. And this is a good open attack here. He's in a whole lot of trouble. Jarvan's going to fuck his shit up right now. Ooh, second Jarvan. Cool. Does this count? It does. It's summoned. Ooh, juicy. Yeah, so he took an ass whooping there. He's not happy. So 7's his turn. Arsenal's on 8, which is my turn. Cool, does nothing. Alright, more do nothing. So, he doesn't have very much going on at the moment. If he manages to clear my board, I will just replace it. I don't want to play that, but I will play Jarvan's Challenger. And this will actually also level up my Jarvan, so that's good. So let's see what he does. I could just slam King Jarvan next turn if I'm just patient. I could just do that. That might be the play. Just kind of pass and let him do his thing and then drop the King Jarvan for the finisher.
You gotta see this new board.
Little busy now,
That
Sammy.
doesn't do a whole lot. I think I will trade down my board and then drop the For the Fallen. So, do I play this? I don't want to play this. I'd rather just trade off units so I can For the Fallen here. It's definitely the way to go.
I'm ready.
Don't back down.
Because I need room to play the Jarvan. The King Jarvan. Hopefully he doesn't combat trick the shit out of me, but I mean, it's whatever. Okay, so Absolver, sure. No big deal. I knew he had Absolver.
Oh dear.
Press on.
Smells like desperation, quite honestly. This is 2 units, right? Yeah. Alright. Pretty sure we got him. He could have Deny, I guess.
Little reinforcement at the seams.
I would like him to develop something and then I'll actually just Cataclysm. Maybe it's best to Cataclysm anyways. Cool. Pretty sure he's dead. It's game over. I think I just open attack here, quite honestly. Like, I don't see how he's going to stop open attack. I could just play Big Daddy Jarvan. I don't know. It's a tough call. I mean, this... Yeah, you know what? I don't think he's dead to open attack. The downside is he could play Arsenal, but honestly, Arsenal doesn't even matter. Yeah, we'll slam this guy. Because now all my stuff has Challenger, so I can just pull Arsenal to the side. He's dead. He's got to know he's dead. Okay, so he's in denial. There we go, got him. Haha! For Demacia, bro.
Fine work, soldiers.
Alright, Tri-Beam. Actually, I mean... This is a toughie. I would like to curve, but the problem is he's just going to kill all my shit along the curve. Like, Bannerman doesn't help, and Jarvan doesn't really help. I'll hold on to just these two. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit better. I suppose that'll do. I just think that every turn he's going to kill my unit, so if he's just going to kill a unit every single turn, there's no point in holding on to Bannerman, since I'm likely not going to have a board. Okay, Spooters, sure. Alright, nice. I can actually get some stuff going. Yep, cool with that.
My duty's done.
Soldiers, to me!
Hopefully I don't get RNG'd. Nice, I did not get RNG'd. Love to not get RNG'd. It feels so much better.
You're covered.
And by that I mean Flash Bomb. You'd be surprised how often you just draw Flash Bomb right away and it hits your best unit and then they have Flock and you're really upset.
Nothing's more exciting than an unsolved mystery.
Okay, we're cruising. We're making moves here. Let's see what he drew. We'll actually be able to curve out nicely. I'm down to attack here, even if he wants to use whatever spell. It's fine. Yeah, good. Get the spider off the board. Love it. Wonderful. Alright, this is actually pretty decent. I need him to spend 3 mana here. So there's 3 mana. That's good. Which means now I can play Garen somewhat safely. Like, what could he stop? He needs 2 cards to kill Garen.
We fight for those who cannot.
You know, he could very well have it. He hasn't played any Flocks or Scorched Earths. So is this 2-card kill Garen? No, it's not. Cool. It's good with me. Good with me. He can't attack because of Garen. So we're going to swing now with the Jarvan.
Charge!
What's the motive?
Okay, so this is a Flock. This is a Flock or a Scorched Earth. Oh my goodness, it's a Guillotine. Alright. That's whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. It is what it is. But, I mean, we level our Jarvan. And he spends his whole turn killing Garen. So he hasn't really answered my board all that much. Which is alright. So I do expect Jarvan to actually die here. And if he does, I'll just play... Oh no! So fucking whack. That's garbage. That is honestly so garbage. Oh my god. Brutal. That is trash. Let me tell you, that is some trash, but whatever.
How will my people remember?
It is what it is. What are you gonna do? Like, so annoying. I hate this shit. Like, the RNG shit just makes this game so, like, it's not even fun. Just stupid. Like, that's all it is. It's just stupid. Like, brutal. Alright, well, let's attack. Nice.
Ours is but to do and die.
Sure. Yep. Had that in his hand the whole game. Figures. It's whatever, though. Not a big deal. I don't think I care about that. He got a pretty shitty card, so.
Alright, let's get to work.
But it's not even that bad. I mean, he kills my Jarvan and he gets a free Yeti, so. Still not that bad. Alright. I still think we'll get there. Hopefully. It's just a little bit tilting, like 2 flash bombs and they hit the perfect target. Like, that's just annoying.
Dropped everything.
Sure, see you later for Demacia. Nice, haha, hit the wrong target that time, buddy.
It's dangerous out there.
Cool. We'll be able to slap Garen down.
Hot on the trail.
Sounds good.
My heart and sword for Demacia.
Alright, looks good to me. He can't really attack here. So, we'll pass. Oh, go away. Okay, that's right. Haha, you just gotta complain a little bit. Alright, so we have double sharp sight. We got Redeemer, and we have For the Fallen, so.
Go away.
Hopefully, we can get some stuff going. This is looking to me like a, maybe another guillotine, quite honestly. Do I ever second sharp sight that? I think I do. I mean, he might have another guillotine, but that's going to be 9 mana, because he's going to 1, 2, 3. And I'll just play the Vanguard and For the Fallen.
The trap is set.
See you never.
Alright, well, let's see what he does here. I suspect guillotine's coming out. We'll have to find out, though. Oh, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. That's a pretty good card to get. That's a pretty good card to get. I mean, we're out of cards, but his deck really relies on cards more than ours does, so. I would argue that he's more out of cards than we are. That didn't even kill my thing.
I've trained my whole life for this.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Alright, we'll pass. Actually not a bad draw. I let this hit me. Is there a reason not to? I guess technically I could just play another Redeemer, right? So yeah, maybe we'll just block it and play another Redeemer.
Rule well, my son.
Remember the fallen.
Oh, go away. Yeah, haha! That's right, get wrecked, fool. Okay, Captain Farron, doesn't matter.
The finest
So,
Demacian
we're just gonna go in with everything and hope we get there. Okay. Damn, that sucks.
beaten down.
Well, I actually play the 7 mana one. Does it really matter? I don't think it actually matters, but we'll play this one anyways, just in case. Just in case it matters. Okay, well. Oh my gosh, that's not the card I want. Come on, game.
We will not hesitate.
Got him. Okay, GG. That was a spicy one, but we got there. Alright, Sivir Akshan. This should be an interesting matchup. We're both playing somewhat similar decks. I mean, our decks are not the same at all, but we're doing the same kind of shit. Question is, do I want single combat? I might. Probably drop it, though. Yeah, we'll drop it. We'll keep this. Ideally, we get a 1-drop, but that's okay. It's fine. Alright, For the Fallen's not bad. Ooh, double Battlesmith. That's super greedy, but maybe I just go for it. Outside of, like, single combat, I guess Arda, technically, he could have an Arda. So if I play this, he plays Arda next turn, he kills this. So
I do not break rules, I bend them.
maybe it's best to play Defender. Or do we just go greedy? I think we go greedy. Probably go Battlesmith. Yeah, whatever. We'll greed it. It's fine.
Custom made.
We'll try. We'll try to go for the glory here. God, I want to play this, but I can't. Can't do it. We're going greedy.
Finest Demacia steel.
Going for the greed. No Arda. No Arda. That's good. I never attack because, you know, he probably has buff. Oh my god. The buffs.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight!
It's gotta be this first. 4-4. Probably worth it. 4-4 better than 4-5? Like, it's gonna be the same. That's big. That's big. So, if he attacks with Akshan, that'll be very telling of what his hand looks like. So he's not attacking with Akshan.
Stand strong.
So I'm gonna do this first. Let's see what he does. Because if he has the sharp sight now, he would need 2 of them, right? So he's gonna opt to do it on this guy. He actually has 2 buffs. Okay. So I think the plan here then is to do this. His Akshan levels, I guess I could have stopped the Akshan level. Maybe that was better. But nah, it's fine.
I gladly serve.
Maybe it's not fine. Maybe I should have just killed Akshan. I don't know.
You cannot run.
He did have the
from
double buff.
absolution.
So he did match my double buff with his double buff. I don't really have anything going on, which kind of sucks, actually. I could technically play this next turn.
Heroes
Oh,
go
no.
hungry.
Oh no, he's got a sliver.
Others only dream of.
That's bad. Please don't have single combat too. I guess he could just go get it with this. Yeah. Alright, I'm in a pretty bad position. Unless I can draw something good. Like a nice elite. A Garen would be juicy. Even a Jarvan? I'll take a Jarvan. Or a Jarvan's father. Old Jarvan. Ooh, a Garen. Yes. Okay, good.
It's a living.
This is what we like. I'll trade
Need
this.
repairs?
Take the 10. That's quite a bit to take, but it is what it is.
Son of a...
Alright, Garen. Yay.
We fight for those who cannot.
Huge.
Where's that job?
That's a fat Garen.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Alright, he's trying to make a meal of me. Alright, we'll see about that, Arda. To be fair, it'll probably work out for Arda. So, next we need Jarvan. Come on, game. Let me top deck a Jarvan. I was kind of referring to a different Jarvan, but I'll take it, I guess.
To the fields. Find him.
A slight adjustment?
Suppose that'll have to do. Rally. Typical. So the question now becomes, can he rally this over the top? We'll just pass, see what he does.
Business as usual.
Right, because he's going to have a hard time. Yeah, he can't really attack all that well.
Bow to your king.
Hunt it down.
With me, Knights of Demacia.
And then I have to attack like this. So he likely has single combat or concerted strike. Oh, or not. And he's just going to let me level Garen. Okay. I mean, it's likely that Garen's going to die to concerted strike. Ooh, Akshan slap. Okay, sure. But, like, yeah, you know, that was obviously going to happen.
Sand and treasure. Couldn't ask for more.
Demacia will
So,
prevail.
not really a big surprise there. But at least now if I draw another Garen, he's already leveled, which is good.
Gonna find
Does
a
he?
gift
He doesn't
for
rally on
Renekton.
play. It's only round start. It's kind of dumb. It should be on play when he's leveled. So hopefully he doesn't have Absolver, but he's had a pretty good hand so far. Oh, definitely want to slap Jarvan, do I not? That puts that at 4 as well. Yeah.
You are safe. Thank the protector.
Thank
So.
your soldiers, father.
Definitely do that. He's obviously going to Sivir. Like, he doesn't have very good attack. Like, he can kill this, sure, but that's like whatever. Question here is, do I ever play For the Fallen? I don't think I do. This goes to only 3 though, whereas this does go to 4. So it's probably worth it to play this.
A little reinforcement at the seams.
Oh, Bannerman, that's a gross draw.
Safeguard our citizens.
Okay. So we'll swing with these. I kind of want to swing with these at this point. Probably swing
Needs
with
a
her.
finishing touch.
This gives him 2 potentially good blocks. But that's okay with me.
You live it.
This one's a fighter.
Hug it out.
Alright. So he obviously gets to pop that. Sure. Goes to 2. Maybe I should have... but it doesn't matter. He could have just blocked the Sivir anyways.
What do we got here?
So it doesn't change all that much. I just gotta hope he doesn't RNG me and hit me with a Overwhelm on the Sivir. That would suck. That sucks. That's rough. That's very rough. That doesn't matter. Well, at this point, we're just gonna slam this anyways. Get our double. Fill our board, although it doesn't really matter. It's all gonna come down to, does he have Absolver at this point? Sivir goes to 10.
It's
I'm
a
dead to
living.
Absolver. Okay, that's fine. So we can kill this guy, this guy, and this guy. They all die.
We'll hold the line.
Alright. And Jarvan's just dead. So he does have Absolver? I'm not dead to Absolver, though. He's only dealing 5 with Absolver. Unless he has double Absolver? Okay, Sharp Sight doesn't matter. Concerted Strike also doesn't matter. That leaves him with 3 units, and I'll have a 4th unit, so I'm good with this.
This'll look great on my mantle. No! Demacia.
Okay, so I have an additional unit on him right now,
New recruit reporting in.
which means my open attack should technically kill him. Do I ever risk a single combat on this guy? I don't think I do. I think I just open attack for the win here. He needs... Oh god, that's such a... no, I can't do it. I have to just attack. I think I got him. He needs another Concerted Strike.
For real.
Make it worth my while.
He has it. No, he doesn't have it. GG, got him. Haha!
My element. What do we got here?
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't develop, because there's a good chance he drew a unit. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the deck and gameplay. I know it's not the most creative or original deck, but it is a little bit different, I guess. You don't really see this. This is the original go wide and build a board deck, and I really like tribal, so I thought I would play something I really liked, regardless of how competitive it is. Although it's really not that bad, to be quite honest. Yeah, so I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a break. If there's something that you guys want to see, drop a comment, and if there's a deck that I think is fun or interesting, I'll make a video on it before the patch hits. So, you know, if you got anything you want to see, or any of your decks you want featured on the channel, now's your opportunity to get them out there. With that out of the way, have yourselves a wonderful day. Be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. T-Dot out!